So when you're born, you have been told what you need to do, at what point, and by what stage, by what age. Hey guys, welcome to Raw and Real, or Real and Raw. Well, Raw and Real, Real and Raw. That's so difficult for a Luo to say. So I could imagine how difficult it would be for some people, and I won't mention who. If you know it's you, too bad. Anyway, guys, so today on Raw and Real, Kshs Money Matters, what are we going to look at? Let's think about it. Today we're going to look at time. Let's look at time, and your relationship with time. Now, what do I mean with the relationship with time? There's a way we have been modeled to think in terms of time, right? So you go to school probably when you're 5 or 6, especially in African countries. I'm always focusing on Africa. So we go to school at some stage. You go to primary school. After primary school, you go to secondary school. After secondary school, you go to college, university, polytechnic, whatever it is you're going to. This is the trajectory of life, yeah? There's a particular trajectory of life that we've been set for. Now, how does it affect your money, your finances, how you grow your wealth? Especially in Africa, we are expected to do certain things at certain times in life. Our relationship with time has been structured for us already. So when you're born, you have been told what you need to do, at what point, and by what stage, by what age. So you have everything clear, but this can be a problem. How? For example, myself, right? I get to a certain stage in my life whereby I've gone through school, gone through my primary school perfectly well, performed well. Bad student, I guess, but still I performed quite well. Went to high school, again a bad student, I believe. I don't think I was a good student, honestly. Still I performed quite well. Went to campus. I did not go to campus immediately, so I took some time off, like in Kenya. But most of the time, you realize that people who went ahead for courses immediately after high school, they were much ahead of most people. They managed to go to university. By the time you are joining university, they are almost finishing. And that becomes a bit of a problem. You start thinking, okay, so my friends have joined at, let's say, 19. I'm joining at, 20, or depending on when you join, really. But this becomes a problem whereby you start looking at this thing in the lens of time. You start thinking, okay, I should have joined 2 years back. I should have joined, at the same time my past joined. This relationship with time, this issue of expecting things to happen that way can really affect how you build wealth and how you make money. I finish university and then I get a job, I'm working, I'm traveling the world, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And then you realize, okay, it's a time whereby you want to settle down. That's what the society is telling you, that you need to settle down. But do you want to settle down? You need to get married, have a child, do 1, 2, 3. So these things are set. So for example, in Kenya, at the age of 30 for a man, you're expected to be settled down and having a family, despite what's happening now. How do these things affect your relationship with money? It means everything you're looking at it in terms of time. That means if you want to learn a new skill, you're thinking, I'm too old. I want to change from one career to another, you start thinking, I'm too old. And that will definitely affect how you make money. For example, now a lot of things are changing in the world. So you need to start changing into those particular areas that could actually define the next decade or so. So sometimes people are thinking, I'm too old to change my career now. But why? It's because of time. So it's because of our relationship with time. We are looking at time in such a linear manner, We are like, I'm 40 now, so I need to just be having my kids, my wife, my homes, taking care of my stuff. So I cannot start changing a career or learning a new skill. That affects how you make money. That affects how you build wealth. Because wealth requires constant cash flow. It requires growth, flexibility, and making sure that you change with times. Besides that, when it comes to things like settling down, are you settling down because it's time to settle down by the societal standards, or you feel you're in a position to take care of a family? You take care of children, take care of a wife, take care of the people you want to take care of. And again, this also means you'll be looking at this settling down process from the lens of the society and not from your financial lens. So you won't be thinking, okay, I have enough cash to actually settle down. When I was young, let me tell you a story. When I was young, I used to always say that I don't want to get married, but if I get to have, for example, a child with someone, then that child needs to be born in a Range Rover and needs to be born in a house in Karen. Now, I used to say that, honestly, at that time, I didn't even know where Karen is. I just knew about Karen. I didn't even know about Range Rovers as much. I just knew it's a nice car, expensive, driven by the high and mighty. So I love that idea. My child should actually be taken from the hostel with a Range Rover and taken to a house in Karen. That was my idea. If I ever want to have a child. Even though at some point I was saying I don't want kids, so I don't know where I was. I was confused. Yeah, but as a child, you're free, you dream, and it's fun. It's fun to imagine such stuff. In this case, now when I was dreaming of all these things, I was not constricted with time. I wasn't constricted with time. But you see, I was very aware that if I'm going to take care of a child or take care of a wife, I must have some sort of consistent income. I must have made some money. I must have built some wealth, right? So now I'm in a position whereby I'm thinking, okay, it's that time that things need to happen. So you're like, okay, do I have the Range Rover? Do I have the current house? I definitely would want to go and ask myself, okay, do I have everything I want to help me take care of these people? But you see, the issue is the society now has modeled my thinking to start thinking in terms of you just need to settle down. It doesn't matter. You just need to settle down, So your relationship with time can be very, very damaging, or can also really be constructive in building wealth. So make sure that you have a good relationship with time. Don't look at time in such a linear manner. Don't think, okay, I'm now 30, I can't do this, I can't do this. No. Don't think, oh, I'm not now 40, I can't do. If you're ready to start something, start at whatever point you want to start. If you want to start a new career, start. If you want to learn a new skill, start learning a new skill. If you want to start investing, start investing. Even if you are in your 60s. Again, with regards to investing, most people are always saying, oh, I'm too old to start. It's too late. It's never too late. The best day was yesterday. The next best day is today. Start where you are, right? So don't let time dictate so many things in your life. Don't let it dictate how you live your life. Don't let it dictate how you invest. Don't let it dictate how you spend your money. Sometimes you also don't spend your money because you're thinking you're going to spend it in the future. You need to spend some of it now and enjoy the process of building wealth. So there's no specific time when everything is going to be now settled and now you need to enjoy. You start enjoying, you start designing the life you want at the moment. So that means you need to design your time or your life to reflect what you want it to be. Don't wait for a specific time to do certain things. And don't say it is too late to do certain things. Be flexible with regards to time. Look at time in your own lens. Don't let people dictate how you look at your own time. And that is our raw and real today, guys. Let me know what you think. As usual, I want us to have a discussion. What's your relationship with time? What have you done when people are thinking it's too late? What have you not done yet, but you're thinking of doing? Let's encourage you. Let's push you towards that goal and let's help you get there, guys. We'll see you again.
One's a company, two's a crowd, three's a party, come